It's lovely weather for a sleigh ride. For a skateboard, probably. It's like 20 degrees here. Actually, I'm gonna have a coffee before I get into this. It's big and I need it. This is a abnormally big head for comparison, so this is huge. You haven't seen me all of 2019. That's because I haven't posted. Duh. I am Basil, I am a stranger to you. Hopefully we can be friends soon enough. I make videos, even though this is the first one that you're probably seeing of me. That's okay. I still make them. And I also make podcasts and love podcasts. So that's kind of me. If you want to put me in like 2 buckets, there you go. There's the buckets that I'm in. I mean, I'm gonna have to be careful to like not harness like every YouTuber that I love. That was a little bit like Jesse Driftwood. I kind of just was doing a 2019 wrap for myself. Kind of just like, I love this time of year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. I actually really like the tail end of the year. I call it the gooch, which is like the part of the year like after Christmas and before New Year's, like when nothing happens. And I love just like getting shit done then. It's like very quiet. And I like that. We're not there yet. Christmas tree signifying that Christmas hasn't happened yet. Also, do you like this sucker? I just thought if I'm putting lights on like our crappy Kmart, which is like Walmart Christmas tree that went up about 2 seconds ago, 2 days out before Christmas, I thought I'd just even it out. A big part of the wrap was looking at like my goals that I started at the start of the year. And I just like totally did not hit any of them. I'm okay with that, and let me tell you why. So at the start of 2019, I set a goal that was make 10 personal, not 20, just 10 personal videos for YouTube, for myself, not like not getting paid by anyone, not like trying to have an angle other than just to make the video that I want to make. Now, I have made precisely 0 of them. Like I set that at 10 because like that was like laughably low. I was like, that's not even 1 a month. That is ridiculous. This is from someone who makes videos for a living. Like that's how I make my money. That's how I make coin, right? That's how I make the cheddar, the bread. Yeah, yes. I'm not upset that I said that. I'm just like, damn, I've got like a scratchy sore throat today and like whatevs. I mean, we're still doing this. And just so you know, like why I think that's stupid and low is because like I have made so many videos this year and I tallied it up. Like really, how many did I make for other people? And then how many did I make for myself, for this guy? I came up with 150. Some of those videos like I worked on for 10 days for one video. Other ones like I knocked out like 3 or 4 or 5 in like one day. So it's like they're not all videos are not created equal. Like I know that. How's it going so far? Are we like it? This is the first time I've looked. It's like way moodier than I thought. Well, that's fine. It's not about the face, or is it? I was really like racking my brain about like why I didn't make any personal videos. I kind of came to the conclusion that I just didn't prioritize them. There's probably other factors in there too of like, you know, being scared of like creating stuff and then you're always under an umbrella when you're doing stuff for a client and also just like, I'm like naturally like a giver. I just work so much harder for other people than myself and that's bullshit, but like that's the truth. Maybe I have to make YouTube like a pseudonym or something like that. So I work like harder for RIP. What was the Goosebumps guy? R.L. Stein. Robert Lawrence Stein. That was actually his name. Sick. Okay, whatever. Yeah, like a little bit of that might have been going on. Mostly, I think it was just priorities. This year, I was trying to make lots of money. Anyone who knows me, like, I mean, it's just fucking not what I'm about. So after working freelance for like 4 years, I really just like screwed myself over financially and got into tax debt, which really sucked. And then I didn't have clients and stuff pay me. That just put me in like a real bind. So I just kind of had like 2 years where I was just like scratching and clawing my way through what I was doing, which was incredibly frustrating because I felt like I was like giving everything that I had. And then like I felt like I was being punished because I didn't know anything about business, which is my own fault in hindsight. It's like I did it. I was like, I'm a businessman now, and I'm not. I'm slowly learning, and I'm pulling in people around me to help me out with that stuff. But long story, very long. Like that's where I was at. So I was like in a place a number of times in a row, and where I just like did not want to be there anymore. And that was me in about March, April this year. Like, I think that I recorded something around that time and said, that'll be interesting. I think I'm gonna bring that up. It's something that I wanna talk about. And particularly as Australians, like we don't talk about money like other countries and other cultures talk about money. Kind of when that happened, it was like, I don't wanna be in this position. So client work has been a massive priority for me this year in 2019. So to counterbalance that and to do stuff for me personally, it hasn't been personal videos. And that's why I'm like not upset with myself, because honestly, like the last thing that you wanna do, or I wanna do at the end of say like 10 hours making videos for someone else or something else, is to then turn around and like edit for a few more hours, you know? And when you're like sprinkling that pixie dust on like other people's work, there's not a lot of pixie dust left in the tank at the end of the day. I think that's why it's important to do work for yourself first. I definitely didn't do that this year. So like I'm as guilty of that as anybody else. And the counterbalancing that I did this year was like not in video form. So I made a podcast. I experimented with 2, and I kind of did one for a month, like every day, just like short and raw. But again, that kind of fell by the wayside because there was just like too much editing involved. So the second podcast that I did, I am super proud of, and it's something that I have been wanting to do for freaking ages. I've had like fits and starts of it too. Like anyone who knows me knows that I'm obsessed with pod obsessed. So I was able to do that. I did 12 episodes, 12-week run, 1 a week. So I was really proud of that. And I'm really excited in 2020 to launch into the second season of that. It's a lot of me in there. So, you know, in terms of like a creativity and like a personal bucket, boom, there it is. So that's been really cool on like the back end of 2019. I've also been doing like another little thing, which is just like a Instagram blog. It's called Greater Than. It was a blog once upon a time, but like I just couldn't maintain. Like I really wanted it to be long form and to be like well researched and not just like my stupid like regurgitated bullshit, but like it's not that. So this is like the achievable. This is like the achievable version. That's just been really cool because like what it has got me doing is writing again. That's like a big part. I want that to be a big part of these YouTube videos as well. Like the videos that I like and that I want to make are well written. That's the place where I feel at the moment. I've been smashing it out, and I kind of attribute that, I don't know, a lot. Do you want me to give you a percentage? Do I want to give you a percentage? 43% of 43, yeah, is that whatever? 43% of writing again and like really like being in the zone at the moment, I think is because I have been working that muscle, and I've been doing that before I go to work, on my lunch breaks, like in between gigs or whatever, just like punching it out in the phone, still editing and still building on it and still trying to give some thought to like what I'm saying, not just like spewing it out and it's like, ugh, there you go, but just writing. And so that has been really sick. I think the other reason why I'm kind of sharing this is because in the past, I have not made personal videos and I've been very unhappy about it. And unfortunately, like probably a little toxic at times, and that happens when you're not doing the thing that you think that you're meant to do. It's not good for the people around you, and it's not good for the world, to be honest. The way that I think that I've been counterbalancing it, or why I feel so good at the moment, I've been doing all these other things to kind of, I don't know, to fill up that personal bucket. In 2020, I want the landscape of like what I have done to be very different. Not 150 videos for other people and 0 for myself. I want that to look dramatically different. At least 10 for 2020. We'll see.